Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about differential fluid change. So I've got roughly 19,000 kilometers on my Jeep JL since brand new, and we have never changed diff fluid, and that's been some heavy wheeling, some deep water crossings, stuff like that. So anytime you've been doing anything like that, you're going to definitely want to check your differential fluid on a more regular basis. I've never done mine, so we're definitely going to be taking a look at what the fluid looks like. We're going to be taking a look inside the cover, make sure there's no metal shavings or anything like that. I think we'll be fine, but still definitely want to check that out while we're doing it. Something to keep in mind on the newer JLs with the Dana 44, the M210, M220 front and rear, they do not have a drain plug. Takes a little bit more time to change your fluid, but there is an upside to that, and that is it gives you the opportunity to pull the differential covers right off and have a look. Now, the reason for me filming this video is not to show you how to change differential fluid, although I'm going to show you how to do that anyway. It is actually because we bought new differential covers. So knowing that I have to go through and remove the differential covers to get to the fluid, to change the fluid, I thought, you know what, this is the time I might as well upgrade our differential covers, and that's what we're going to do. We're massively upgrading these. Right here, we have some beefy differential covers, and these are going to be from TMR Customs. Now, they did not send them out to me. I purchased these with my own money as soon as I saw them online and realized just how nice of a product it is, how thick it is, how durable they're going to be. I thought, yeah, I got to pick a set of these up. Funny thing is these guys are extremely local to me. They are literally a 15-minute drive away from me to their warehouse, so I was able to drive there, pick these up. I'll tell you guys the price point because you might be surprised when I tell you how much these cost, and that's actually one of the other reasons that led me to them, other than how great these look. So let's dive in here. We'll take a look at these, and I'll tell you a little bit more about TMR Customs and some of the products they have. Okay, so moving right along here, let me show you these bad boys. Like I said, they are heavy duty. So we're talking 1/4 inch thick and 3/8 inch thick steel plate. Welded inside and out, as you can see. Very durable, very strong. Look at that. No, they do not come these colors. These actually come raw steel right from them, which is kind of nice because it allows you to treat them or paint them to whatever color you want. Obviously, keeping the green and black theme with my Jeep, I went green and black. But yeah, these are extremely durable, heavy. When I take off the stock ones and show you and compare them to these, you're going to be blown away. The other ones are like tin, so definitely worth it. These guys use, I believe, what size is it here? It's going to be a hex. And yeah, we're looking at 9/16 hex. That's what you use to remove the drain, or the fill plug, not the drain plug. These also do not have drain plugs, and there's a good reason for that. That's so you're not bashing them off rocks. It doesn't take much to remove the screws and drain your fluid this way, and it's honestly the better way to do it because it allows you to inspect your gears and your fluid. That's always something good to know. But yeah, very beefy. This one is the rear. So we'll put that aside here. I'll show you what the front looks like. And yeah, TMR Customs, you know what guys, when I went to their website first, I'd heard of TMR Customs. I didn't know how local they were to me. But yeah, when I went to their website, checked out some of their products, I was blown away. They're like a dream for anybody who's a fabricator. If you're building a Jeep, a buggy, they have a lot of welding parts. They have a lot of shop tools, really cool shop tools. And I'm going to be picking some stuff up from them soon. But yeah, we'll go ahead here and get the front, have a look at that. They come with all the hardware you need to install them. I'll put that aside. And here we go. So that one is going to be the front. Okay, welded inside and out, very strong, very durable. You can take these, get them powder coated. You can clear coat them. You can do almost anything. You can leave them exactly how they are if that's what you want to do. So same thing. It's going to be the same fill plug. I've got a little bit of thread locker on there, but you know, just for durability. But yeah, heavy. I didn't weigh these, but if I had to guess, they're somewhere like 15 pounds, something like that. So we'll compare them to the old ones, and you guys can see just how heavy they are, but very nice product. TMR Customs is actually run, it's family owned and operated, so it's run by two brothers from what I understand. And you can find out all that information on their page. You go down to the About Us and read about it. It's actually kind of cool to look it up. And they started, it was either in their garage or their basement, I can't remember now. But they're definitely well known in the off-roading community. So on to fluid. Now for mine, I went with actually Dana's recommendation on the Dana 44 axles front and rear, and they do recommend using 75 140. So I've got 2 bottles each for front and rear, because that's what it's approximately going to take. I just chose AMSOIL. My place of work deals with AMSOIL all the time, so I get a little bit better of a price on it. Otherwise, I'd choose a different brand. It doesn't really matter to me. Especially if you're changing it frequently. I've went a little bit further than I'd like. 19,000 K with all the water crossings we've done, probably not the best idea. I'd like to do it probably every 10,000 in the future. But regardless, we're going to change it out. Literally hand tools, guys. You don't need a lot of stuff. I'm going to torque all the bolts down to factory spec. But yeah, for the JL application, you don't even need you don't need gasket maker or anything like that, because the JL uses a reusable gasket. Now, that being said, inspect your gasket when you pull the other ones off, and I'll show you all that. Make sure there's no cuts in it, it's not crushed down, there's no nicks. Clean up the surface a little bit. But yeah, you can definitely reuse that, and I'll be reusing the gaskets. If you don't want to, you can always call up Mopar or whoever, your parts store, and you can get new gaskets, throw those on. But if you're changing it fairly frequently, I don't think you have to change the gasket every time. So, and they recommend using it with the gasket on the JL because you can. So that's what we're going to be doing. But yeah, definitely check out their website, because they got a lot of awesome stuff. Like I said, you're building a buggy, you just want to upgrade. They have a whole bunch of truss kits for heavy duty Ford axle to do like a Dana 60. They've got a whole bunch of stuff for that. So definitely check that out, because that's awesome. Pipe benders, stuff like that. Check out their website. Don't take my word for it. They have a lot of awesome stuff. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get, looks like we got weather rolling in, but we're going to head out there and we're going to swap these out. We're going to change the fluids, and I'll show you exactly how to do that and how easy it is. So let's go get these beefy guys on there. Okay, so we're going to use the Milwaukee wrench. And what else? I know these are 10 mil. Let's get a short 10 here. You know what, let's grab an extension here, just in case. Probably won't need it, but you know. Okay, so now at this point we got just the 2 top ones remaining. I like to leave those in and see if I can just free this up a little bit with a dead blow. There we go. So as you can see, that's going to start dripping pretty good now. And yeah, we're a little dirty. For sure a little dirty. So I'm really glad we didn't wait too long to do this. So like I said before, you guys saw the thickness of the new diff covers. Look at the thinness of these guys. It's like sheet steel, right? Really thin, really light. Definitely not going to protect yourself against rocks or anything that wants to take out a diff cover on trail. So I've seen worse oil for sure. Make sure you clean the mating surface really well, guys, when you go out there. Give it a shot of brake clean, clean everything up, all the edges, especially if you're using RTV. Like I said, I'm reusing the gasket, so not as big of a deal, but yeah, definitely make sure all your surfaces are clean. It's going to make a big difference. So you really want to make sure that you line up your gasket with the cover. If that's what you're doing and you're reusing the gasket, or you bought a new gasket, regardless, definitely want to make sure you take the time to line that up, because you want it sitting nice and flush. Otherwise you're going to have leaks for sure. So take your time on this step, line it up all nice. And again, I like to finger tighten all these in. I don't want to use a impact or anything like that. Just go nice and slow and gentle. So now that these are the majority in, we can go ahead and torque them down. Yeah. Okay guys, so we filled everything until we pretty much had liquid coming out. Still a little wet there. That's where you want to be. You want to make sure you're on a level surface when you're doing this. And now we're just going to reinstall our drain bolt, or our fill bolt, sorry, no drain bolt on these. And in my case, is going to be a 9/16. So, just going to get that in there. I'm just going to snug it up, and then remember guys, torque to spec. You can look up your torque rating, but it doesn't require a lot, so I'm just going to snug it up right now until we're pretty good. Just right there. And we're going to be good to go. That's just going to make sure we don't have any leaks. And yeah, very good. So pretty nice guys, really easy, simple to do, and it looks really good. Not to mention it is going to perform well. I'm not worried about bashing that off rocks for sure, other than, you know, scratching the paint, but that's what it's there for. So that's the front. I'm going to hop around and do the back. The back is going to be identical to this. Well guys, it is the next day here. Obviously you can see we got some rain, and yeah, kind of looks like it might be clearing up a bit, but we're going to try to get the rest of this done. So we've got our tools. We're going to use an impact driver here because it's a little bit easier to access the rear than it was with the front, so we'll be able to get in there a lot easier. We'll grab our tools here. If you guys haven't seen these trays, these are like, they're on Amazon. They're cheap collapsible trays. I've got different sizes. There's two there, one down here. They're great. They're great for keeping your bolts in, their tools. They're magnetic, which is great. So we like using those. We're going to go ahead and break these bolts off and start doing the rear. Okay, so I've kind of tried to clean this up as best as I can. You definitely don't want dirt and debris getting inside your differentials. Yeah, so, and we decided to glove up today because I really can't stand the smell of differential fluid, and it's already all over pretty much every rag I've got and everything else, so don't need it on my hands as well. I believe this is, yeah, a 10 mil. Oh, wrong fitting. 10 mil. Yeah, they're gonna be 10 mils. So let's go ahead and use an impact, back these off a bit. Okay, so just gonna pry that cover open a bit. There you go. As you can see, all that nasty crap draining out of there. So we'll let that drain a little bit. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad. I kind of thought the rear would be a little bit worse, but not too bad. So let's hope. Don't have a lot of metallic stuff inside. And again, you're always going to have a little bit of metal in there, just from the gears doing what gears do, but just apply some pressure to the back of the diff cover. That way you're not going to drop it into your oil, because that's just going to make a ridiculous mess. And remember to watch for that gasket. Okay, so perfect. I'll move that off to the side and we'll clean our gasket up a bit. So like I said before guys, the comparison between these two diff covers is night and day. This feels like sheet metal, really thin stamped sheet metal, and of course this is heavy duty 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch thick steel. So almost weighs nothing. I'm gonna guess 12-13 pounds. Heavy, but heavy duty protection. So yeah, if you're gonna go ahead and do a service like this, which you should do fairly often, take the opportunity to upgrade your diff covers, because definitely I'm not worried about dragging these over rocks. And if you look at the old one, I'll take you in a little closer here. If you look at the old one, let's see here. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but you can already see I do have some rash on there, right? So it doesn't take a lot. Once you get that caught on a rock, you drag it over. All it takes is a little opening, pull that open, and you're going to drain all your diff fluid on the trail. Not good. So let's go ahead, get this installed, and we'll be good to go. Okay guys, we got the gasket all cleaned up. Everything's ready. We're putting it back on. Kind of got to be a little quick because the wind picked up a little bit, and it looks like we're looking at rain again, so try to do this as quick as possible. Last thing I want to be fighting with is rain. Don't really want anything in here getting wet. And guys, if you like these types of video, please down below hit that like and subscribe. Really does help the channel out. We've got these mostly snugged in now, and I know you guys didn't see all of it. And not to get too far off topic here, but if you content creators out there, what kind of cameras are you guys using? Because I am not satisfied at all with the Hero 10 GoPro. I go through batteries like you would not believe. I'm on 3 batteries now, and I've been filming for less than 20 minutes. Put down in the comments, what do you guys use? Any suggestions? Maybe you guys have had similar problems. I'd love to know. But yeah, it's a pain, definitely, when you're trying to film and do stuff, and you got to constantly stop and switch out batteries, and yeah. Anyway guys, I'm just going to snug these up. I'm not torquing them right yet, so I'm just kind of lightly getting these set. I'm just going to hit them all, and then we'll do a star pattern when we torque them. Okay, so now that we went ahead, we got those all torqued down. I'm going to go ahead, remove the fill bolt, and we're going to start adding fluid. Keep in mind, it's going to take roughly 2 quarts. You'll know when it's full when it starts to come out of that drain hole. If you're on a level surface, you definitely want to be on a level surface. Actually, it's imperative that you're on a level surface, otherwise your levels are going to be incorrect. So if you absolutely cannot do it on a fully level surface, then get it close in the range that you know it's going to be. You know, you took 2 quarts out, put 2 quarts in, and then as soon as you can get to a level surface, pull the plugs out again, check them, add if you need to, let it drain out a little bit if you need to. You don't want too much, and you don't want not enough. So simple to do. Just add little bits at a time. Okay, we are right there, perfect. So I'm going to wipe that off a little bit. As you can see, it's just slowly draining out there. I'm going to go ahead and get that fill plug back in. And again, the fill plug can be torqued down as well, but you pretty much just have to snug it up. Don't kill it. It's you know, you'll know, or you should be able to know. If you've been working on your Jeeps and vehicles for a while, you'll be able to tell. Just enough that you're not going to get a leak. Perfect. Okay, so that's all cleaned up. We're full of fluid. And again guys, if you guys want to pick up some of these diff covers for yourself, go to www.tmrcustoms.com. check them out. They really do have some awesome products. Again, they did not send these to me, I bought them myself, but they got some awesome stuff on their website, guys. Go ahead and check them out. Well guys, that is going to be it for this one. Still got my gloves on because I still got to clean up the oil and old oil and stuff like that. But again guys, thanks so much for watching. If you did like the video, please down below hit that like and subscribe. Really does help the channel out. Throw a comment down below if there's any other videos you'd like to see us do, some maintenance videos, stuff like that. We are going to get back to off-roading soon. It's kind of that time where we're coming out of winter going into spring. Stuff's really mucky, which, you know, we love. It's fun. But yeah guys, definitely thanks so much again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.